Okay. Okay, so let's give you a video about our university.
Okay, now let's see the video first.
Northwestern Polytechnical University, NPU, is one of the leading research universities in China, listed since the 1990s as a National 211 and 985 Project University and a double first-class Project University in recent years. Striving to become a world-class university, NPU attaches its great value and importance in contributing to the advance of the society. Located at Xi'an, once a starting point for the ancient Silk Road, NPU is keeping abreast of the rapid changes of the city and the country, with its footprint expanding. 3 NPU campuses, including 2 in Xi'an and 1 in Taicang, near Shanghai, cover over 1,100 acres. Several research institutes and centers have been established in Beijing, Shanghai, Chongqing, Shenzhen, Qingdao, and Ningbo to enhance the cross-regional cooperation on talent cultivation, scientific research, technology development, and applications. Being married with intensive and extensive research programs and subjects, NPU researchers' diversified interests are all well satisfied. Engineering, material science entered the top 1,000 ESI ranking. In chemistry, computer science, and physics, the top 1%. Metallurgical engineering, aerospace respectively ranked 5th and 7th, along with remote sensing and mechanical engineering ranked 27th and 35th respectively by 2019 academic ranking of both universities. Electrical and electronic engineering, automation and control, instrument science and technology, and life science also flourish, along with social science and management. In NPU, 20 national key labs and more than 60 international joint labs for the aging, teaching, and research, together with $500 million research funding received annually. Top-level scientific papers published in international journals, including Nature and Science, witness the latest research interests and outcome of NPU. Seeking for solutions to challenges of the future, NPU initiates, organizes, coordinates, and proceeds with joint research programs from European Union QB50 Microsatellites Project to NPU Airbus Joint Laboratory of Additive Manufacturing. There are about 4,000 faculty members and staff in NPU, including 31 academicians and scholars, recognized and sponsored by national and international top talent programs. Nearly 30,000 students from about 90 countries are encouraged to learn from the best and to be the best. 72 English programs are provided for students to achieve their bachelor, master, and PhD degrees. More than 20 schools are well facilitated for youngsters to explore their full potentials. The first joint education institution in Northwest China, Primary University of London Engineering School, NPU, was founded in 2016. Students actively interact with various competitions and cooperation. They are outperforming in mathematical contests, in modeling and national model United Nations, and so on. Internships conducted in the United Nations system, such as the International Labour Organization and United Nations Development Program, also offer them some life-changing experience. Beyond China, NPU has established an ongoing cooperative relationship with nearly 300 universities, institutions, and enterprises. To enhance the multilateral cooperation, 3 impactful international alliances have been initiated by NPU, including Belt and Road Aerospace Innovation Alliance, Belt and Road Cultural Heritage Global Alliance, and Sino-Australian Engineering Universities Consortium, with more than 120 members from 28 countries. The university also actively contributes to the development of world-renowned organizations involving the Federation of Engineering Institutions of Asia and Pacific, etc. For a brighter future of mankind, NPU lights up the journey of discovery, guiding, challenging, inspiring, and supporting people to understand the known and explore the unknown.
Wow. Now, After watching that wonderful and amazing video, I guess many of you just can't wait to come to our university to study, right?
Yes.
But before that, we have to know some information about application, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, Lou, I'll tell you some details about the application. Okay.
Okay,
Now let's
welcome
start.
back. I will share you one presentation slides with you. Okay, let's start with the information. I believe you guys have already searched on the internet about Northwestern Polytechnical University, and you probably know something about us. So I will just skip the general part of our university and jump to the information you probably would like to know and would like to know more.
Yes.
And this slide show you a glance about our university. And I would like to share with you some data, like we are top 10 engineering domestic university. NPU is one of those. And we are located in Xi'an. Also, if you watch the video very carefully, you probably know that we have a third campus in
Taicang,
Taicang,
just near
yes,
Shanghai.
near Shanghai
Yes.
city. And we are set up since the 1938. It's very long time.
Yes.
And this ranking showed in the middle of the slides is the ranking of 2021. And for the our ranking, we are around 200. For the US News, QS, and Times, we are around 500. But please note it that we are 5-star university for the QS ranking. That's a very high reward for the QS ranking. Also, we are double first class university, one of the member. Also, we are one of the Excellence 9 Alliance. So that's a lot of rewards we have got. Next slides, you will notice some majors we have offered.
Yes.
A lot of majors. Daisy, would you like to introduce them some majors we are popular with or?
Yes, actually, until now, in NPU, just around 21 schools just offers different majors for international students.
Right.
And some of them are very popular, such as some majors about aeronautics, astronautics, and mechanical management, and etc. Also about humanities, economics, and laws. Yes.
Yes.
And all of the majors are very popular among you guys, I guess.
Yes. So you can choose. You have a lot of choices.
Yes.
I mean, you can choose either of them for your future studying at NPU. We have offered like around 40 majors for the master's and PhD programs, and I will show you the programs list here.
Major list.
It's on the desk.
Or
Okay, first let's review the master program. You can see that the School of Aeronautics, Astronautics, and Marine Science Technology offer a lot of very popular majors, which are high-tech majors. And also our material science are very popular around the international students. Mechanical engineering, civil engineering, computer science, electronics and information, all of these are very popular. I want to see that the School of Management also offer the business administration major, which are often asked by the international students, whether we offer the MBA. Unfortunately, we don't offer MBA, we offer only BA, business administration, so you can see this information here. And another would be the major list for the PhD. Okay, the PhD majors would be less than a master, but still a lot. You have a variety of choices, and still the popular majors from the aeronautics and astronautics, computer science and mechanical engineering, and so on. So you can check this detailed list later on our official website one by one to get more information. So let's get back to the slides. Okay, next slides, I will show the eligibility of the foreign of the international students or applicants. Daisy, do you know what we have 5 points here?
Yes.
Do you know which one is the most important one?
I guess all of them is important actually.
Yes.
But I guess the most important one is your, your capability in scientific research and I mean your academic results, I guess is the most important one. Correct.
That's the cutoff requirements. We select your application. So you have to meet the 75% of your academic score to complete your application. That is to say that if your score is below this, you probably won't be able to get selected for the first round. And also the age for the master applicants and the PhD applicants need also to meet our requirements, which is 40 and 35 years old.
Yes, the age limitation is also important.
Right. Next slides, I'm showing you the application documents. The application documents are very important for you to complete your application online. You have to prepare all the mandatory documents and upload all the required documents in the required format. Then you can complete your application online. I want to point out several of these mandatory documents. One is your research plan. Some students may ask us that I haven't started my research. How should I know my research would be? I will say that because you are applying for the postgraduate programs, you probably should have an idea that what you will be doing during your master's or PhD study. And that's your plan, right? You probably won't do that when you arrived at NPU, but you have a plan in your heart or in your mind, right?
Yes.
And so that's the one you need to write on your proposal or plan. And next one is the certificate of the language proficiency. That's the mandatory one. And we will show details on the next slide.
Yes, next slides will show you some details about language. And Lu, I have another question.
Yes, please.
I guess the 8-1 is non-criminal record. You know, right. I know that a majority of the international students, because of the special situation, they cannot get this kind of record from the PlayStation.
Yeah, so they are under quarantine, right?
Yes,
I heard that there are some countries are still do quarantine for their people. So those students may not be able to get their non-criminal record on the local police station. Then don't worry about that. You could prepare a self-statement to state your situation, like I cannot go outside of my home and I cannot go to the police station because they are closed for now because of the pandemic, and I will get it as soon as they are open or as soon as I am able to, like that, and sign on it, and we accept that as the non-criminal record replacement. Okay.
Got it.
For the physical examination, same thing.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because you probably cannot go to the hospital. Okay, for the optional documents, I also want to point out one thing for the acceptance letter. We made the acceptance letter as a mandatory document last year, and some students had the feedback for this, saying that they have hard time to find the professors because they cannot find the professor's directions or research background online properly in a proper way, and that's block their way to apply for NPU. Yes. So this year we set the acceptance letter as an optional document, one of the optional documents. So you don't have to have one, but if you have one, that will definitely increase your opportunity to get admitted. Okay, so go ahead to get an acceptance letter, okay?
But how to contact our supervisors, okay, in our last part we will
we will give you some tips about that. All right, so next slide. We are talking about the requirements of the language proficiency. Beyond this, I will say that if you are a native speaker of Chinese or native speaker of English, then you don't have to provide those required documents, but you need to meet the a list published by the UK government, and I will show you later on. Yes, and for the details of these requirements, Daisy, could you please give us a brief introduction of the requirements?
Okay, so if you just apply for the Chinese language, that means that you will be taught in Chinese. You should provide both HSK level 4 certificate and HSKK.
Right.
And if you just want to study in English, you just need to provide one of the certifications about this slide.
Right.
IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, Duolingo, Cambridge International Advanced Level, just one of them. And I have to mention that we accept the Duolingo test result this year.
And last year.
And last year, because about the epidemic. You know, Duolingo test is very convenient. And the fees for this test is also cheaper than the other tasks, because much cheaper, yes, because you just need to around $50, and the result will be published within 48 hours.
Oh, that's really quick.
Yes, yes.
You don't have to wait like a weeks to get your result and panic in your heart.
Yes, and you also don't need to pay much on your test.
Yeah, save a lot of money. Also, the minimum band scores are required for the IELTS. If you would like to provide your IELTS result, we require 5.5 for each band score. Okay, so you have to notice that and to say whether you have meet these requirements or not. Okay, the fee structure. This table listed the fees we required from the students or applicants. First, the application fee. Some applicants asked frequently or frequently asked question would be, do I have to pay the application fee, or can this fee be waived because of some personal reason?
No.
Yes, no. The answer would be no.
Yes.
Every applicants need to pay the application fee to complete their application online.
Yes.
That's one of the steps you cannot skip. So please note that this is refundable one, and you have to pay that to complete that. Okay, the tuition fee, 30,000 China yuan for master and 38,000 China yuan for PhD. The insurance fee would be 800 China yuan, and dormitory fee that here showed you the year-round dormitory fee. For the scholarship opportunity, that's a very important one. And you probably would like to pay much more attention to this table. We offer 3 different types of scholarships.
For new students, for freshmen.
Yeah, yes. For new students, for you guys. And the first one, which is the most popular one, would be the Csc Scholarship.
Chinese government scholarship.
Right. It covers the tuition fee, the insurance fee, the accommodation fee, including the off campus and on campus.
Yes.
And it also provides you the living allowance. For the master, it provides you 3,000 China yuan per month. For the PhD, it provides you 3,500 China yuan per month. That's definitely will give you a decent life here at NPU.
Yes.
Yeah, you will live a great or good life here with this much of money. And for the NPU President Scholarship, we offer 3 levels. The highest level is called Excellence Scholarship.
Yeah, Excellence Scholarship.
Yeah, and it almost the same with Csc Scholarship, except 2 points.
Accommodation.
Yeah,
yes,
except two points. One is on-campus accommodation.
Yes.
It's only can cover the on-campus
students. Yes.
And for the living allowance for the masters, and it provides you 2,000 China yuan per month instead of 3 of Csc Scholarship.
Yeah.
So that's 2 points differences. We also offer CNCT, the Belt and Road International Student Scholarship, which give you the stipend for 20,000 China yuan per year or for master, and 25,000 China yuan per year for PhD students. Okay, so you probably have noticed that we also offer on-campus scholarship, right?
Yes.
And if you are a self-supported student, you can apply for that on your 2nd year of starting here at NPU.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's time to show you how to apply for NPU. I will share my screen with you to go through all the application process with you guys, so you know every details of the information that how to apply NPU.
The procedures you may just. Okay.
A new share, right? Okay. And we will share you with our website. Okay, so once you go to our university's official website, you will see like this page. You will see like this page, and you go to the English version, which you may understand well, and go to the academics, go to the school, and you will be able to find the School of International College here.
Yes.
And you will see a column here with all the categories shows here. And you go master or PhD. I will go with master to give you an example. Master, before you apply our university, you probably need to check our requirements and all the documents you need to provide and all the information, including deadlines, etc. And you go to the masters and you go to the first one with detail, and you will see our newest brochure. And every detailed application information will be showed in this brochure, including a simple introduction to NPU and
our city.
Our city, yes, and our awards, and student facilities, application and selection procedure, admission requirements, language requirements, application documents, application period, and a list of offered program names, fee structures, and scholarship opportunities. So you probably would like to go through all the details one by one carefully, so you will know all the information. And then you go all the way down, you will find a lot of attachments, and that give you more details about the forms you would like to fill with, like a physical examination form, or the major list, like I showed you on the previous slides, or the specific academic result requirements of some schools, and the supervisor list. This list give you the information of the professors or associate professors who are willing to accept international students in the year of 2021.
Yes.
And then you want to start your application. So you go to apply now, this button. You click this button, you will be here. You will register yourself first, And I have already have an account, so I just log in. Cannot recognize it. Let me change it. So it's 617, right?
8. Yes, 8. Have a try. Yes.
Okay, wrong password.
Let's just wait a second. And some documents Lu have just mentioned, including the major list and some contact about supervisor. We will just send that documents in the comment section later, okay? And also you can just upload them from our official website.
Okay.
Okay, well
Here
done.
we are. So you can see I have already created one application and I just delete it and start from
the beginning.
Yes. And you click apply now and you will see all the blanks here. I will start with the master degree, choose English, which you are familiar with. And I will just select the first one, very first one. And that means you have selected the English medium and the degree you are going to apply for and the program name.
Yes, the
and
name.
Then you will be at the start button and you will start with your personal information. I want to reinforce that all the red stars means
you have to fill in.
Yeah, you have to fill all the blanks with the red stars. You cannot skip one of them. So you fill all the required information here, including your personal information, your recommended individuals, your education experience, family members, financial supporter, emergency contact, home country address, and so on. And scroll all the way down, you click the declaration and to commit that you fill all the correct information above. And be sure you fill the correct information because we have encountered some problems with the wrong information application, like the passport number. Yes. Some students just
write down their name on the passport number part. So
yes, and or write down the wrong passport number. That will increase a lot of problems when we are preparing your JW form if you got admitted. And save next, you will go to the next part, which means supervisor direction. And I will say you don't have to select either of them because for some students, they don't know which direction the supervisor will give to them when they start their study here. And they probably don't have a acceptance letter, so they don't know which supervisor to choose from. So you can just skip this step to save and next. It can be skipped. Okay, this is the upload materials part. And also care about the red stars. That means you have to upload the documents with the red stars. And you check all the documents, whether they have the another requirements of the formats, or here is a format you can be download.
I guess the format for the documents is best for JPEG or PDF form.
Yes, or sometimes they accept the Word
documents. Yes, Words, JPEG, and PDF.
For the foreign physical examination form, you can also download here. It also provides you a
blank form.
Yeah, option here. And for the acceptance letter, I want to say, because last year we made it mandatory, but this year we made it optional. So for this one, you cannot skip this one. Then you can just upload one of your CV or statement or your publication instead to meet these requirements. And next, you will be at the scholarship part. The scholarship part, you have to choose either of them. We those scholarships are open for applicants to choose from. And you probably be interested in the Csc, the Excellence Prize of the NPU President Scholarship, or the Sino-Africa Friendship Csc Scholarship. Those are the highest level of the scholarship we offer in our university. And also, if you are a self-paying student, select the first one. Okay, after select the scholarship, you will need to make the payment.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the second last step. You do next, it will comes out a new page to offer you two different methods. The first one would be online, right?
Yes, be online. And so we suggest that you are supposed to pay online because it's much convenient for you.
Correct.
You just need to click this one, pay ease, by your MasterCard or Visa card.
Yeah.
And pay it online.
Yes, correct. Especially for this special situation.
Yes.
You cannot go to the offline bank, and you can choose this. And some students may have the Chinese bank card. Then you can choose this, the second option. And for the bank transfer payment, we offer two choices. First is US dollar transfer, and second is China yuan option. So according to the money you transferred, you have to do different bank name or bank information. You have to copy the right information here to give the bank, your local bank, the correct information to make the transfer. Once you make the transfer, they will give you a receipt. Yeah, receipt. And then you upload the receipt here as an image and fill the blanks here. Who is the sender and the money, how much you send, and the student's name. That's very important because we need to know which student or which applicants send this money to confirm your application. And once we receive this submission, we will review your receipts and approve it or not based on the receipt you uploaded.
Yes.
And then if you do it successfully, you will be at the next step. How to do, okay. Incomplete. Okay, so you are incomplete, but I'm just showing you the steps, so no matter, it doesn't matter. After you pay it, you will be at the last step to submit your application. And in this step, it will show you that you probably haven't completed some parts of your application. So you will need to read clearly or carefully about this information showed here to complete something it shows to you. And make sure that you submit your application, because I have some applicants previously that they forgot to submit.
Click submit.
Yeah, physically click submit button to submit their application, and they email us why we haven't reviewed their application for a long time. So make sure that you click the submit button, and once you submit, we will see your application in our system, and we will be able to review it and make comments accordingly. Okay, I have already done my sharing these slides. Okay, once you it's okay, let's do this. Oh, we have some comments, right? Oh, we will answer these questions one by one in the Q&A part, if you don't mind. Thank you. So once you complete your application online, we will be able to review your application. The admission office, like us, will review it first for the first round, and we will select it based on its whether you upload all the documents we required, whether you meet the GPA requirements, whether your language proficiency is good enough and meet our requirements. If all the requirements are meet
Complete
and you are
meet our
qualified,
requirements.
yeah,
Yes.
we will forward your application to the school. And the school will do a second round application reviewing, right?
Yes. So
and they will give interviews.
And the school, and after the reviewing your documents from the schools you applied, and they will just hold the interview and will just inform you some interview information by your email address.
Right. So you need to use a valid email address to register your application account. That's very important. And you need to use a one frequently used by yourself.
Yes.
Because if you forgot to check your new email box, then you probably will miss a lot of important information. And last, if you got admitted, you will receive the admission notice by post if the pandemic passed.
Yes.
And or we will email you this great news. Okay. Next we'll oh, that's one part about Daisy have mentioned previously, how to contact the professor, how to write an email to a professor you are interested in. This part is very interesting and important. Can they hear us? Okay,
just continue.
Okay, so the body of the email, for the body of the email, you need to introduce yourself briefly and also give them the professors your research background and why you are interested in this professor. So this professor will know something about you. And also add an attachment or several attachments to your email, like your transcript, your publications, and your study plan or research proposal. So the professors will know whether you are qualified to enter their teams. Also, whether your research background is matching the professor's expectation. The notice here is are very important because we don't want you to send mass emails. Last year, the professors received a lot of mass emails with no change from professors to professors. That's very unpolite, and they do not want to reply such emails. So please do not send mass emails. Also, you have to go to the supervisor list we uploaded online, and you will find their web page, their personal web page, and you will be able to see their research background and some information about themselves. So you can get to know them prior to you contact them. So that's some tips for you to contact professors. We are at the Q&A part. I think we will do that on the last, right?
Yes, Q&A.
And now I will show you another slide about the schools.
The school, the 6 schools you just have some interest in.
Yes. They can see this slide, right?
Yes.
Okay. We have done a small research, and you have all entered the information for the survey, and some schools have been selected by you guys, and you are very interested in those schools. So I made a PPT for you guys to know more about those schools. First one is the Mechanical Engineering, School of Mechanical Engineering. Those schools offer the major of Mechanical Engineering, which is QS ranked about 200 for the subject ranking. Also, the major of Mechanical Design and Manufacturing and their automation recognized by the China Engineering Education Accreditation Association. Those two pictures show you a fancy lab or the machine they created for the manufacturing, the robot manufacturing, like that. And
cool.
The table here shows you the master programs names and the PhD programs names. You can find 4 different programs offered for the master and 1 program offered for the PhD. Here are the course language, because some of them are offered in Chinese language and some of them are offered in English. The second one is the School of Mechanics, Civil Engineering, and Architecture. Those schools have very complex, I will say complex laboratories or research system, because they cover a lot of areas or fields. You can see the dynamics and strength lab, aircraft structural integrity. It's kind of like a aeronautics, right? Yeah, and aircraft structure mechanics and strength. The civil engineering laboratory, building, experiment center, the aero engine structure and strength reliability, and so on. They have also a lot of research institutes. I don't want to read one by one, but you can see a lot. Civil engineering, architecture, and so on. Also, here is the slide shows you the mechanics laboratories. The equipment, instruments are very high tech, and the professors are showing the students around and doing the experiments. Those are instruments and equipment. The civil engineering lab, all those equipments. And they also do experiment outside of the lab, on the ground, a lot of things. This shows you the architecture lab, and they do very beautiful, I would say beautiful, the models of the building, the Asian building. Also, this school provides the international students a lot of outdoor activities or tea parties, like you can see. They have these tea parties, if I remember correct, once a month. And the master programs they offered are 3 of them, like showed here: the mechanics, architecture, and civil engineering. The PhD programs is mechanics. Now it's School of Computer Science. The computer science is the most popular school. The most popular school you guys selected.
There's something wrong with the slides because the students cannot see the PowerPoint you just
really?
showed now.
Okay.
So let me check the. So let's start another sharing.
Okay. This 1 second.
This
yes.
one.
Mm-hmm.
So can you just see the screen we share now?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's continue.
Sorry, you didn't see very fancy pictures of the schools. So I'll just get back. You can see these fancy pictures of the slide. The civil engineering, architecture activities they have done previously, and the master programs, PhD programs they offered. The School of Computer Science, the most popular schools by you guys and you are interested in. They have, this school has more than 100 teachers, including 34 professors, 65 associate professors. Also, they offer computer science and technology as 1 major and software engineering as the 2nd major for the masters, and offer computer science and technology for the doctoral program. There are a lot of courses can be chosen from by the computer science and technology major. So you have a variety choices to choose or start. That's a doctoral degree program main courses. These are their instrument or lab pictures. Very complex lines or screens. And artificial intelligence, which are very popular around the world. This school also offer these courses or majors or related fields. Okay, these are the majors they offered. For the masters, they offer computer science and technology. For the PhDs, they offer two. For the School of Management, they offer two majors. One is management science and engineering. The other one is business administration. Those are the orientation of the research you can choose from or according to the professors you selected. This school leads more than 60 research projects, which are sponsored by the National Nature Science Foundation of China or the National Social Science Foundation of China. Also leads more than 200 ministerial and provincial level research projects. So if you are admitted by this school, you probably won't worry about your projects because a lot of projects will need you guys. Next one is School of Software. The School of Software is doing research which is similar to the School of Computer Science, but they are more focused on the software. There are more 42 teachers from the home and abroad, and all of them hold the highest degree, which is PhD degree. And based on their research, their students get high salary, which shows here, because more than 60% of the students were hired by the world's top 500 enterprises. The master program is involved in the software engineering process and method, domain software and system modeling, intelligent medium and its software technology. The doctoral degree program is involved in such many fields or areas. Here are the main courses, English courses they offered. Software requirement, engineering like that, and network information security like that. Next, the School of Life Sciences. This school was built in 2004 as a young school in our university, and they have 15 professors, 18 visiting professors. Also, they have done research in many fields listed here, including the space, life science, and biotechnology. That's our specialty in our university because we have done a lot of research work related to the aerospace or astronautics. The biochemistry and molecular biology, cell biology, bone and muscle, biomolecular engineering, pharmaceutical technology, biomaterials, and 3D printing. The 3D printing means the life level, like the muscles or fat like that. It's not like a mechanical one. The main courses they offered are listed here, which are very, I will say, interesting for me because it's very fancy and high tech. And they also offer a lot of activities for the students, including the international students. This slide shows you their lives, the labs, the hoods. Inside the hoods, they're doing some sterile experiment. These are all instruments they are using for their research. Okay, this school offers you the biomedical engineering major for both master programs and PhD programs. The last one, School of Civil Aviation. They offer the master and PhD programs. And their research is related to the airworthiness tech and management, also the aerospace safety engineering and solid mechanics. those are the majors they offered for the masters and PhDs. Okay, I will get back to the slides. So you have now know a lot of our university and the schools and the majors. You probably have some specific questions. Then you can add our WeChat account, study at NPU, no space between study at NPU. After you add our WeChat account, you can raise questions with that account, and we will reply you one by one every day if you have questions. And we also have an official email address, internationalcollege@nwpu.edu.cn. This one, if you have any question during your application procedures, you can contact us with this email address.
And that.
Hello, Daisy.
Okay, for the last part is about our contact information. Lu just have mentioned that before you finishing your application, if you have any question about application procedures, documents, information, you just can add our official consulting WeChat account, study at NPU. But if you just finished your application, you just have question about your the progress about your application or the information about the interview, the status, you just can contact us by email.
Yeah.
So you can
and
just.
I have emailed you guys this afternoon and this morning to inform you the Zoom ID.
Zoom ID, yes.
That's our official email address. So you can add that email address to your email box, and next time when you have any problem or questions during your application process, you can contact us.
Okay, now besides that, okay, this slide also shows some social media information about our university: Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. You just can follow us. Okay, we will publish some information about the school, about the major, about the application information,
right?
Also some fancy information about our university. Just you can know different aspects of our university from the social media.
Before you can physically be here, you will know a lot of us. So you will be prepared to be being here.
Yes. Okay. Now.
Okay. That's our session 1, and I will finish my speech and lecture here. And also I will introduce you our second host of the session 2, which is our one of our students of NPU. He is admitted in 2019, and he is a master student of the School of Management, and he is very popular among his schools or friends. So I will introduce you Harrison, and let's welcome him. Yeah, here.
You just can sit here.
And Daisy will help you with some technical things. Yeah.
Okay, welcome.
Hi everyone, can you see me?
Okay, now.
Can you hear me as well?
So can you guys hear our new host clearly?
Hi. Can you please text?
Yes.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for the response. All right. Should I start now?
Yes, you can just.
All right. Hello everyone. I have to make a short introduction of myself. My name is Harrison. I'm currently studying Master of Management at School of Management, and I noticed that the 6 popular the faculty that you want to know is one is management. If you need to know more about School of Management, you can ask a lot of questions later. All right. Okay. I'm from Malaysia. It's a very rainforest country. Malaysia. I'm Malaysian Chinese. So I have very deep interest of Chinese culture. So this made me here in Xi'an, China. And today I invited 3 of my friends who are studying in NPU as well, who will share their experience and life, and also the tips for you for the application later. And I hope you can get some harvest. And now we will introduce one of my friends. It's called Nafisa. Hello, Nafisa, are you here?
Nafisa, so I guess this one is right? No.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Nafisa, are you here?
Hi, Nafisa, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
And now it's your turn.
Hey,
If you can hear
Nafisa,
us, you can
we
just share your
can-
screen.
Okay.
I think there's some technical problem. Never mind. Let's waiting for her, and she will going to tell a story about her life in China and Xi'an. It's quite interesting and amazing. Please go on.
Can you see my
So
screen?
if you have some problem about your computer or phone, you can just comment. Okay, now let's just wait a second. Oh,
Yeah,
great.
great. Nafisa is coming.
Yes. Okay, now Nafisa is sharing her screen now to start his presentation. So
Can you hear me?
Nafisa,
Hello?
remember to unmute your mic so that we are able to listen.
Yes, we do hear you. Well, that's an
Hello?
interesting. Hello, good morning.
Can you hear me?
Everybody hears you.
Yes.
Okay.
How's the lead?
Okay, Nafisa can start.
Hello?
Can you start, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we
do
can.
hear you. How's the
Okay.
day?
Okay.
Everybody's fancy this morning.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Hey, I see your screen as well.
Ambassador Lead.
Yes, I am here.
Can you start, please?
Ambassador Lead. What's his name?
Okay, Nafisa. You may start now.
Hello.
yes, we can hear you clearly,
Yeah.
and also we can see the screen you shared. So please start your presentation, okay?
Laoshe, can you see my slides?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, please start.
You people have the capacity to successfully turn anyone's dream from any part of the world. Firstly, I will introduce myself, who I am. My name is Nafisa Arshad. I have done my graduation from GC University, Faisalabad. Then for higher education, I would like to decide going China. Then I decided NPU. I take admission after acceptance in chemistry and chemical engineering. One of the reasons I would be honored to be student ambassador is because I want to introduce and familiarize other prospective students with the school that I also love so much. That has opened so many doors of opportunities, introduced me so many amazing people, and also started to give me a top-notch education. Then the contents we are going to discuss are Xi'an food and famous places and why NPU. You know, Xi'an is located in south central part of province Jiangxi at the southern limit of the Loess Plateaus. Xi'an is also famous for tourist destination. Then the second question is about food. When you take a decision to apply for university, then the city food environment are mostly asked question. Food is basic need to live anywhere. Here you can see that some mouth-water dishes. In Xi'an, you can easily find Muslim food as well as non-Muslim. Some are as shredded pancakes in mutton or beef broth, and Chinese steamed ones called also as in pauza. These are famous places of Xi'an city as the Bell Tower, Huangxing Pool. When you students come in NPU, you can easily visit such places and enjoy your life. Then, why NPU? NPU is founded in 1938, research-oriented, multidisciplinary. It's an international university, science and technology, aeronautic, astronautic, and marine technology. And there are many other departments or schools are also in NPU. Then I am going to discuss about NPU, two major campuses. The first name is UE campus. The UE campus is also called as Old Campus. The UE campus takes an area of 198 acres. It is located just opposite the historic West Market in Xi'an. That makes the terminus of ancient Silk Road. Then the second campus is Changan Campus. This campus is 38 kilometers from the UE campus, taking an area of 645 acres. Changan's campus is also called as Friendship Campus. The Changan campus is located at the foot of the majestic Shingling Mountains to the south of the city. There is a bus shuttle services is offered from UE campus to Changan's campus. In NPU, there is faculty and staff strength is more than 1,800 and students are 31,000, more than 31,000. NPU offer scholarships. Their types are given below as Chinese Government Scholarship, NPU President Scholarship, Xi'an City, the Belt and Road International Student Scholarship. Chinese Government Scholarship has 3,000 RMB and it is called as fully funded. NPU President Scholarship has 200 RMB per month. It is also fully funded. And the third one is Xi'an City, the Belt and Road International Student Scholarship. There are different academic schools, more than 20 are present. Some are given below. School of Aeronautics, School of Astronautics, School of Marine Engineering, School of Material Science, School of Mechatronics, School of Mechanic and Civil Construction, School of Power and Energy, School of Electronic and Information, School of Automation, School of Computer Science, School of Natural and Applied Sciences, School of Management, School of Humanities, Economic and Law. The last one is School of Life Sciences. Here are some features of NPU. The largest low-speed wind tunnel in Asia, China's first high-speed continuous pressure wind tunnel, the high-speed water tunnel with the highest speed in China, China's first laboratory of material sciences in space. There are many achievements of NPU, but due to shortage of time, I will discuss only few as National Teaching Achievement Award, National Technology Invention Award, Shenzhou Spacecraft 1 to 5, Acoustic Levitation Technology, Color TFT LCD driver, IC used for mobile phone. Then, welcome to all NPU. It's an amazing university. I would like to say that it's your should be your first priority when you're applying in China. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Nafisa, for sharing her life in NPUs and Xi'an. And Xi'an actually is the ancient capital of 13 dynasty, so that may experience of charm of history of China in Xi'an. And actually, Nafisa has provoked my appetite because Xi'an have a lot of special food, and NPU will also have a lot of cuisines in our restaurant. So the foodie can have a try. Before that, I have a question for Nafisa. What do you have a feeling after and before you came to China? Hello, Nafisa. Can you hear my
Can you
question?
repeat the question?
Yeah. What's the feeling before and after you came to China?
Sorry, I cannot hear you properly.
Oh, never mind. I would like to ask another question. You have your 3 words to describe, and why you describe these words about NPU?
Amazing, competent,
Amazing.
highly instructive and charming.
Nice.
The atmosphere is extremely friendly and welcoming. The ISO, faculty, seniors, all are very cooperative. I
All
think it's my second home in China when I will come in NPU.
Sure, same as me. Thank you, Nafisa. And next, we would like to invite another friend of me from Pakistan. Let's welcome Faiza. Hello, Faiza.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
And Nafisa, can you just stop the screen sharing so that Faiza can share her screen?
You can see my screen?
Yes. All right.
Okay, let's get started.
All right, welcome, Faiza.
Thank you so much. Thank you for providing me this opportunity. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Faiza Khalid, a student of English Language and Literature at School of Foreign Studies at Northwestern Polytechnical University. I am also an international student ambassador since 2019. And that's all about my brief introduction. And now I'm going to talk about. First of all, I will talk about why NPU. And I will share my own experience at NPU, how I reached NPU, who did I meet, what did I do, and what next for me, and how can I help you as an international student ambassador. Why NPU? At the time of application, when I started searching for different scholarship, I was confused which university I should choose. And once I found that NPU offered a number of scholarships to international students, and the way the NPU website and international student office is helping in application procedure, and NPU provides world-class education and research platform for all motivated young learners. And Northwestern Polytechnical University is one of the research leading university, offer wide range of high quality discipline and spare no effort to help young people to get the best overall development. Many people quit their dream to study abroad because of living expenses. And I remember I was among of them, because it's hard for everyone to study abroad with their own expenses. And here NPU offers you number of different fully funded scholarships to international students like Nafisa and admission team already explained you about every scholarship, like Chinese government scholarship and Mpu Presidential Scholarship and Xi'an City, the Belt and Road International Student Scholarship. I think there is no need of scholarship explanation again. Let's move forward. If you want to know more about NPU, you should follow the social media handles of NPU on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and WeChat. Now I'm going to explain my NPU story. NPU China, being the global top quality university, could be a dream place to study for any student. I'm going to explain, but I don't think I can properly convey how much the Northwestern Polytechnical University means to me now. I grew so much academically, socially, and personally. This is the best experience of my life. Can you please mute your... Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Hello.
Please ask all of them to mute themselves. Okay. I believe there isn't a more exciting privilege in life than to be able to discover new places, meet new people, and to surround yourself in tradition and culture that are entirely different from your.
Hello, Fela. Can you unmute your mic again? Unmute your microphone, please, Fela.
Teacher, can you please unmute me? Because
Yes,
it's from my side.
can you carry on?
Okay,
I can hear you now.
it's okay now. Yeah, it's okay now. I simply want to learn from the best. Studying abroad is a prestigious university, is not only a once a lifetime opportunity, but it is also ensure a bright future for me and my career. The whole admission procedure includes following steps. First of all, selection of a program and fulfill the eligibility criteria and go to recommendation letter. And remember, this year recommendation letter is not compulsory. It's optional. Application procedure, and then you receive the interview call, and after that there is a rejection or selection email and final documentation, and after visa procedure you have to fly, and this is more exciting part, I think so. Okay, in school activities, there's a number of activities offered by different schools and also offered by NPU to all the international and national students. Throughout the year, I enjoyed many programs related activities arranged by School of Foreign Studies in order to learn, entertain, and interact with professors and schoolmates. And this is the best chance to exchange your ideas at different topics, different perspective, and have to gain different opinions. It is true that much of your intellectual development happens to a great extent in the classroom itself, but various other aspects of your personality, such as emotional development and social skill development, happen through curricular activities to a large extent. And I have shared this photo in my PPT, and this is our school get together just to exchange ideas and have some fun and with professors and schoolmates. Northwestern Polytechnical University also offer Chinese language and Chinese culture courses in order to learn China culture, tradition, opinions, and interpretation of life. And again, I added the group photo of whole class, and this is the Chinese language class group photo. While learning Chinese is important, Chinese is the most spoken language in the world. According to a smart study, found that 95% of people who took part in their particular study admitted that studying another language abroad served as a catalyst for increased maturity. Chinese language skills are scarce in some companies, even for companies that do not do a lot of business with the country, with Mandarin being needed in business. Knowing the language will make you an attractive employee. When you learn Mandarin, not only do you learn the language, but you learn the Chinese way of life too. It may be surprising to you how different life can be. And I'm also learning Chinese. I can speak Chinese a little bit in daily life conversations when you have to go out for shoppings and at supermarkets and hospitals, but not I am a proficient speaker of Chinese language until now. There's a number of festivals offered by NPU. Actually, it's a study break from academic activities. And this is the best way to get some break and some fun. There are all sorts of festivals throughout the year. You will see the sight and sound on the different cultures. A great thing is that you will be able to participate in many of these festivals and experience them firsthand. Getting involved is essential to having an unforgettable experience. This photo is from, I think, 2018 Cultural Festival. And here everyone is keeping their own country flag, showing the own country traditions and food and everything like that. Cultural festival is clearly a presentation of the essence of a country, a combination of their music, dance, food, typical costumes, and so on. In short, it's a maximum historical, artistic, and cultural manifestation offered by seen from different perspectives throughout the world. The Chinese culture is amongst the most eye-opening and women cultures in the world. We have a number of customs, tradition, and language characters to learn. NPU had number of activities lined up for us during the whole year, starting from orientation for new students, trips to different places, cultural festival, cultural bridge, Chinese and language corner, New Year parties, marathon, and so on and so forth. And I am very happy to be able to represent my beautiful Pakistani culture at NPU Cultural Festival. And NPU also offered Cultural Bridge Gala. It's such an amazingly organized annual event to meet the gap between different cultures, races, tradition, and countries. Let's move towards food fun. It's always fun to try the different foods. Sometimes you might have to be a bit adventurous, but that part of the thrill. Don't worry, you can also find food you are more. If you want to decide your own, you can cook at your dorm and you can shop and cook for yourself, dine out, or take a stroll to the on-campus cafeteria. A good meal is never far away. Cooking parties are also a frequent occurrence, so try showing something new. I have been to the both new and old campus both, but I always love to be at the new campus because the new campus is surrounded by mountains and the way we can enjoy weather there. Campus is surrounded by mountains from all sides which offer opportunities to explore. Here you can see the fall and the autumn season at NPU new campus. Some students love winter, and for some students, winter would be unbearable. And here NPU offers you 4 seasons to enjoy.
Nature.
And now nowadays it's also snowing in Xi'an. And now I'm going to wind up my presentation. The last word, international education is the most significant current project designed to continue the process of humanizing mankind to the point we would hope that they can learn to seeing the diversity of people, the variety of experiences, and the complexity of a forward-thinking China is incredibly engaging. It was all about making the most of the opportunities we have and making the opportunities that we don't have. That's all from my side. Thank you so much. Starts from China, start from NPU.
Thank you, Faiza, for your sharing. Actually, Faiza has participated a lot of activities while related to her studies and also cultural learning. In NPU, students can participate and join a lot of club and society that what they're interested in, and also different faculty have their own academic forum so that it will actually improve our overall skill. For that, I would like to ask Faiza a question. Like just now, what different experience that actually you came and before you came to China, and what do you feel?
Yes.
Can you hear my question? Is there any
Your
different
question
feel?
is okay. I
feel when
remember
before and
the
after
day.
come to China.
Okay, I vividly remember the day when my student visa arrived and I was excited and I was nervous at the same time. I was excited because soon I would be traveling. I am going to live my dream. I was nervous because I am going to travel to the land that was alien to me. But as soon as I landed, I met meet and greet team of NPU. And I still remember the way they welcomed me. What a warm welcome I received, I still remember. And after registration, they dropped off me at my accommodation so that I can have rest. And next day I meet my, as an international student, was most exciting day of my life. I met my professors, schoolmates, and Chinese lab mates. And it was totally different as compared to my expectations. They are really cooperative and they helped me. As an international student, I didn't know what to do and where to go for what purpose. They completely guide me in every step, at every step of my life in China. So it was really a nice experience.
Yeah, that's the same as me that we have initially I will have that same experience as well. That I think that a little bit missing. I don't know how to do and what to do. That a lot of friends will guide us.
Yes, because when you arrived at NPU and any other country, you don't know where to go for what purpose, and you have to extend your visa, you have to do your medical and each and everything, and you don't know where to go and what to do. So in all the matters, international student office and my Chinese lab mate and my professors helped me a lot.
Yeah,
And
I hope we can help
feel
our
very lucky.
new freshers soon. Because we are
I feel very lucky to have been to have been associated with very helpful and cooperative professors and lab mates.
Yeah, I noticed that you participate a lot of activity. Would you like to share what you have learned from the activities and any sharing?
As I already explained, NPU offered number of activities to learn different, like Chinese and English language corners and cultural bridge, cultural festival, and Model United Nations conference. Actually, it's a productive break from study, and it's helped me a lot to build my professional and personal skills. and now I am confident how to do work in a team and how to do work individually.
Oh yeah,
And
all right.
yeah,
I think that participate in all these activities, the more things is to make friends. So then we can make some Chinese friends to enhance our Chinese language. You
exactly. I
agree
have
with?
a lot of Chinese. I have a lot
Yeah.
of Chinese friends and also international friends. And now my professor is always ask us to learn Chinese language so that when we have lab meetings and when we have get-togethers, we can conversate in Chinese. And as a student of language studies, so I think it's my duty to learn different languages, and that's why I am Chinese language. I can speak Chinese, but not very proficient.
Never mind, we can learn later. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Faisal. Okay, now
Yeah.
we have to invite another speakers called Fatina to share also ways and the tips that for her application last year. Hi, Fatina, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, Arsan.
Hi, Fatina. Faisal, would you mind to stop the screen sharing? Hello, Faisal.
Yeah, it was.
Can you stop for this screen sharing or else Fatina cannot share?
Yeah. Okay, sorry for that. I have done.
It's okay, thank you.
I'm going to share my screen now.
All right. Yeah. Okay, we can see now.
Okay, can I start now?
Yeah, sure, please.
Okay, thank you for the chance given to me. Today, I'm going to share my experience, my journey to NPU, and how I get scholarship and study at NPU. But before, let me introduce myself. My name is Potina Istika Pawitra Mahandani, but people usually call me Nana. I'm from Indonesia. I'm a master student of NPU, class of 2020. Currently, I'm studying management science and engineering under the School of Management. Dreams are achieved by blood, sweat, tears, and iron will. This motto somehow keep me going and always remind me that my dreams should be achieved by hard work and hard prayers. And so do you. When you want to reach your dream, you have to put a lot of efforts on your dreams. Now I'm going to share my experience to get scholarship and now studying at NPU. I divide the phases into three important phases. The first is the pre-application. The second is application and selection, and then post-selection. I also will share some tips and tricks for you to apply at Northwestern Polytechnical University. So I believe that most of us currently at the first phase, the pre-application phase, and how I prepare myself for the scholarship application and how I prepare myself to apply at NPU. This is a bit important to you, so please pay attention to this and maybe you can consider my tips for a successful application. First, before we prepare all the application document or the requirements, we have to consider why we choose the current university, why we choose our university. Back then, why I choose NPU and what aspect I consider when I choose a university. During my last year of my bachelor degree, I realized that I really interest in research area. I love doing research. I love reading papers. And then I look for some university that have a strong background in research. And I think the NPU, Northwestern Polytechnical University, is one of the best university that are research-based university. So I choose NPU almost like directly. I think like I fall in love with this university at the first glance because NPU has a great reputation, NPU has a great ranking, NPU has many high-skilled lecturers and professors whose many of them already publish a quality journal. So you need to consider this aspect when you choose a university. Moreover, our university has great facilities that can support your studies here in China. So after we choose the right university for us, we need to prepare the documents for the application. This is this document has been discussed by the teachers previously. But for me, there are some documents that I think it's a bit challenging for me and a bit taking a long time for me to prepare. The first is the study plan. You know that study plan is not only a paper. Study plan for me is a marketing tool that speak about yourself. So your study plan should include your achievement, your plan to study in China, your research, what research you want to take in China, and so on. So you have to make a strong and good study plan to apply for a scholarship. Make sure that your study plan is big for you and can represent you, the actual you. The second most challenging part for me is finding a supervisor. In my year, the supervisor recommendation is mandatory document. So I have to look for a supervisor. This is actually very new for me because I never looked for a supervisor before. So this is quite challenging. And I have some tips for you to look for a supervisor, even though this year supervisor recommendation is not mandatory, but if you can find one, you can increase your chance to get admitted at NPU. For supervisor recommendation, you can find a supervisor that have a research interest that same to you. So you can read his or her publication, and then you can write a research plan according to his or her papers. If you have the same interest with your supervisor, then I think it will be easier for them to know your capability in that area. And then also a TOEFL test and IELTS, which is mandatory. I remember I learned about 3 months to prepare myself before I take TOEFL test. So you have to prepare this, as this document is mandatory for applying at NPU. And then this is the application and selection process that I have been through during my application process. The first step is apply to Csc portal. It's quite easy. And then apply to NPU portal. If you have any problem when you are applying to NPU portal, you can always ask the teacher or the student ambassador to help you later. As back then, I have also asked student ambassadors to help me to apply at the NPU portal. But the portal is quite easy, so you don't have to worry about that. After that, you should go through a document review by admission office and your schools. And after that, if you have passed and qualified, you will go to join an interview. I think I still remember that I don't sleep for 2 and 3 nights before the interview because I'm quite nervous. But the key is you have to be confident to yourself, and you have to believe that you can do far better than what you originally thought of yourself. So you have to confidence. This is the key of the interview test. So after interview, several months or several weeks, we are receiving the announcement of the shortlisted candidates. And since I am a Chinese government scholarship applicant, so I have to wait for another announcement from CSC. And after that, we come to the post-selection process. This is the post-selection process. The first is receiving admission document. But since this year is very special, we have a pandemic here. So I haven't received my documents, and I have received online documents. And then we have to go through online registration. I hope that next you can go offline registration in NPU. And then after that, starting the online school. It's quite easy. The process is quite easy, and the teacher always help us, so you don't need to worry. And then I will share about how is online school at NPU. Of course, some of us may be always kind of worried and afraid of online school. Many people say that online school is not effective, online school is not efficient. But believe me that NPU are doing their best to make online school as efficient and effective as offline school. I also kind of worried about the knowledge transfer during the online school, but now I have seen that the teacher here are doing their best so they can sharing their knowledge to the online students effectively. So I think so far in an online school, I can receive the knowledge very well. Not very well, but I can understand what the teacher meaning here. So it's not hard at all because the school and the teacher are doing their best to transfer the knowledge for us. The most challenging one actually, I think, is Chinese language because we maybe think that learning languages online is quite hard, but after I experienced some months of learning Chinese language online, I think the teacher are doing their best. So we can learn Chinese language in a very good way. Okay, that's my experience and my journey to NPU. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, you can ask me or ask the teacher or the other students ambassador here. We are always ready to help you.
Thank you, Portina, for sharing for your experience for applying. Like for my time for applying, I think that study plan was very important and crucial for teachers to know us, because I think that study plan is the brief introduction of myself. So I have a tips for guys as how I write the study plan is that I write what to do and how to do, what to do for the research and how you do the research, and how teachers you are very interested in a selected field, so that your supervisor may accept you as a student. And Fortina, I have a question for you, because you are very special in this year because of the pandemic. Do you have any challenges for applying your postgrad this last year?
Actually, the challenge it's not really I'm not really face a great challenge during the pandemic because everything went well. Maybe except after we got admitted, we don't experience the things that the previous students get. Like right now we are still in our home, we have online class, and we can't go to China to do the registration offline and so on. But other than that, I think I don't face many challenges because the teacher here are really helpful. Yeah,
you did your job well. But I've advised all my friends that take care of yourself. I think that COVID will go soon and it won't be more than years and years, and you'll see you soon. And today, very thank you for all this, my friends sharing. And today, the briefing will call to the end. And now we will invite back our teachers for their Q&A sections. Thank you again, Patina.
Thank you so much, Harrison. Thank you. Okay, we're back. This will be our Q&A session, and I will repeat some of the answers some students have already asked in the chatting room or chatting session. They are asking about the Duolingo test. The Duolingo test do not need any test room outside of your home or some center. You can take it at your home and just find a quiet or good internet connection place. Then you can take that test online. regarding the Csc scholarship, what majors are covered by the Csc scholarship? I will show you the list.
Major list.
Yes, major list.
For PhD,
Yes.
I remember.
So do we need to share? It's just open, not shared. Right? Yes, so if you go to our official website and find the either PhD or master program on the official website, and you scroll down all the way down to the bottom of the page, you will find a lot of attachments. And one of the attachment would be the major list for PhD program or major list for master program. And you will find all the information, all the majors provided by each schools. And you will find some marks here, like stars or the black stars or the white stars, either one. And that stars means different. This star means that this major is supported by the Csc Chinese University program. Usually we call it Csc Scholarship. And this mark means that the major is supported by the Csc Sino-Africa program. So you know which major is supported by the Csc program. But I would like to reinforce that the NPU President Scholarship covers all the majors listed here.
Yes.
So that means as long as we provide this major to the international students, then you can apply for NPU President Scholarship. And one most important thing is for the PhD degree, NPU President Scholarship Excellence Prize is almost the same as the Csc Scholarship.
Yes.
One different point is the on-campus or off-campus accommodation, because Csc covers both off-campus and on-campus accommodation, but NPU Scholarship only covers the on-campus accommodation. So that's the only one difference. So for the PhD, if your major is not covered by Csc for the PhD program, then you probably would like to try with the NPU President Scholarship. Okay, let's back to the slides. We have another question, right?
Oh yeah, PhD, because I will graduate next.
I'm currently master student in China under Csc. Can I apply for PhD under Csc? Yes, of course. As long as you don't apply for the connected years. For example, you applied last year for Csc scholarship and you win the scholarship. You won the scholarship and you would like to apply this year again for Csc scholarship. No, you cannot. But if you have one gap year, at least one gap year, like you won the Csc scholarship last year, you have one gap year this year, and next year you would like to apply for Csc again, then you can have this opportunity. Okay. Another question is that Csc scholarship covers full the tuition fee? Yes, it covers full tuition fee. Csc scholarship covers not only the full tuition fee, but also the accommodation fee, the insurance fee, and it gives you the living allowance for monthly living allowance. For master degree, it gives you 2,500 yuan per month, and for the PhD degree, it gives you 3,500, and for master it's 3,000. I'm sorry. And other questions? Okay, you can raise questions. Whatever you are curious, just shoot out questions and we will answer you. Another one.
Okay.
When
sorry, can you hear
admission
what I
date
said?
will expire? Okay, that's good one. Admission duration would be different for different type of scholarships. For the Csc scholarship, the the first round, we will have 2 batches. The first batch will be end on February 28th, right? 28th. And the second batch would be started from the March 1st until the March 31. March 31, yes. So we will have 2 batches, and the final date of the Csc Scholarship would be March 31. And for the NPU President Scholarship, the ending date would be May 15th. May 15th. And but if you are a self-supported student, then the ending date for application would be May 21st.
The student said, please, I will open the last question. Maybe there is application fees for all scholarship. Yes. So every applicant, no matter you apply to a scholarship or self-supported, you have to pay 600 China yuan for application fee.
Yeah, in order to complete your online application, you have to pay the application fee. That's one step during your application online. So you have to complete that step, then you can submit your application. So that's one step insert to the application process. In some countries, we are under quarantine and we cannot take out. Can we take out indicator? Is also a test provided for British Council. Okay, that's back to the Duolingo. We have confirmed or reinforced for several times. We recommend you to take Duolingo. It's not only because it's very convenient for the quarantine people to take it, because you can just take it at your home and just find a quiet place and good internet connection, then you can take that test. And also it takes much lower price or fees for taking that test. It takes you about $50. It's like a 300 something RMB. So it's much cheaper.
And can one apply both for Csc and President Scholarship for same session? No, only one student only can apply to one scholarship. Yes. You can just choose one type, Csc Scholarship or NPU President Scholarship.
Yeah, when you create your application online, you can only choose one scholarship. That's the one choice. It's not multiple choice.
Yes.
Can you accept English proficiency certificate? We accept English certificate for the listed we just showed you on the slides. So for other levels like a university level, schools level, country level, such as those certificates, we cannot accept. We only accept IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, GRE, Duolingo, and Cambridge International A level, advanced level for A4 English subject. We only accepted this, okay?
How many processes
do NPU have for Chinese government? It varies every year. It varies every year. So we do not know. We only know it when we get feedback from the Csc. Once we give all the candidates information to Csc around the May or June, I would say June, around June. Once we give the candidates list and candidates information to Csc, they will give us the feedback by that time, and then we know how many quota we will get. So that varies every year. As a prospective student who started in previous in English, need any form of English exam? Absolutely need. Okay, so I believe I've answered this similar question in the chat room. We need that. No matter you have already learned English for a long time, or you have finished your previous study in English, or you have a English certificate from your school, your university, you have to take English proficiency test as we required the list. I want to repeat again: Duolingo, IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, PTE, Cambridge International Advanced Level, A for subject English, and so on. Yeah.
If you come from the English native speaking country,
oh yeah,
you don't need to provide that.
Let us show the English speaking,
yes,
native English speaking country list for you. So
I'll show you the country listed.
Yes. Here is a list from the UK government, and there are many countries listed here. You can check this link. If your country is here, then you do not need to provide the certificate. Otherwise, you have to.
You can say the name of the countries. If your country is one of them, you don't need to provide English language certificate.
Right.
Okay, now let's move to the Q&A session. So, one more question. Does paper pop?
No. But that will definitely increase your chance to get admitted because some professors may care that a lot. If you have publications, papers, or conference papers, they will see you have a strong capability in research, so they will give you a much more chances to get admitted or support you a lot. I am applying with Csc type A. Should I also register online? No, you don't. You don't have to, because your process will be different from type B. You just need to apply that through your local embassy. And as once you get approved by your local embassy, the Csc will inform us your name or your information. Then we will contact you with a different process of admission. But you need to contact us to get a pre-admission letter.
Yes.
Yeah. Just email us with the international college at nwpu.edu.cn to get the pre-admission letter.
For type A student, you just need to provide us your diploma, transcript, and passport.
And the major you would like to learn.
Yes, and then we will review your documents and then give you the pre-admission notice. And then you just need to submit it to your.
Okay, what is the difference between type A and type B? Type A Csc scholarship is applied through your local embassy. It's whether you are admitted or not is not decided by us. It's decided by your local embassy. Type B, which named China University Program, that means we will have the right to consider you as a Csc candidate or not. Harrison, could you help us? So we will have the right to decide whether you will be able to get this Csc scholarship or not. But type A is out of our control. English is our official language. No, official language is not considered. Only native English speaking countries can be considered. Can scroll up, and I think we missed some. Please send us the link where can get names of English. Okay, Daisy will send you this link.
Okay, I just sent a link about the English native English speaking country.
Okay, I published 2 SCI paper as an under. Can I go for PhD directly? No. If you read our eligibility information very carefully, you will see that unless you have a master degree certificate, you cannot apply for the PhD. So you have to have a master degree certificate before you apply. But if you are on 3rd year of master, then you can have a HOPE certificate for application. I have an IELTS score of 6. expiring in January, can this be used and valid for current admission round? Yes, you can use that as long as it's a valid one. It's not a fake one. We accept that. Deadline, I have replied, right?
Yes.
If I apply for Csc and I'm able to get, can NPU grant me the NPU government scholarship by the school? It's not called NPU government scholarship. It's called NPU President Scholarship. If we have already see you as an Csc scholarship candidates, and we report this candidates list to Csc, and the Csc didn't accept you, then we will offer you the NPU President Scholarship excellence prize instead. And if you accept that offer, you will be admitted. Criteria quota for Csc and President Scholarship is different. Not different criteria. It's just because the Csc required, they have their own criteria. Once we selected our candidates, we will report the list to Csc, and Csc will select again through the list, and they will make the final decision whether they will offer the Csc scholarship to the students. And we cannot guarantee every student on that list will be approved by the Csc. But if you are not approved by Csc, but you are on the candidate list, we will offer you the excellence prize of the NPU President Scholarship instead. So do not need to worry about that. You cannot get any type of scholarship if you cannot be approved by the Csc. We will also offer you an excellent one.
Mm-hmm.
Does Csc cover the electricity in the dorms? No, you have to pay that by yourself. You have the living allowance. You can use that part of money for your electricity. Is it true? Is it sure that international students will be able to join China next year? I'm not sure. Everything is unsure. Nobody will guarantee that. For all the universities in China, no university can guarantee that new students can come to China next September, because the government will make the final decision and we will just listen to their policy and order. Okay, no university will guarantee that in China. When is the deadline for PhD application? Same, like I said, there are only differences between the scholarship application. For the Csc, it ends on March 31. For NPU President Scholarship, it ends May 15. What is the criteria for annual reviewing of NPU Excellence Scholarship? The criteria will be you need to meet our requirements first for material selection of admission office, and we will forward it to the school. They will review it again, and also they will try to find a professor for you. As long as a professor is willing to take you as their students, then you probably won't have problem to get admitted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the criteria is you have research background and capacity, and your previous studying GPA is good enough, and you have the faith in your heart to do research for the following years, then you are good.
For second year,
oh, the second year, third year. For the Csc scholarship, it almost won't change. As long as you don't fail in many classes, you are good with the Csc scholarship, because Csc scholarship will renewed every year. But if you don't fail in many classes, you are good. But for NPU President Scholarship, it will be renewed every year, but the criteria will be the same. You cannot fail more than one I think, more than one course. So
Yes.
you will need pass all the courses.
All the courses.
Then you can get the second or the third year of the scholarship, or remain the same level. Otherwise, your scholarship level will be lowered to the second or to the third.
Open the border next.
On the scholarship, you will be able to take the class if you cannot come to NPU physically next year. You will get free classes online, and the tuition fee will be also covered, so you don't have to pay the tuition fee. But we will hold your stipend, your monthly allowance, until you come to China. We will give to you at once for the previous month. So like the class will start at September. You come December, then we'll give you the 3 months stipend.
Yes.
On December.
这个电费 for
It's not too much. It's not very Harrison, you have the right to answer this question. What's your electricity fee per month?
Per month.
Currently, new campus do not pay for the electricity, but water will be less than 200 per month.
200 per month for.
Less than that.
Okay.
Depends on you.
So you don't have to pay electricity on new campus.
For now.
Oh, really?
Hello, teacher. I can answer
okay.
this question.
Okay. So do you have approximately
I really asked my friend that they will pay less than 200 per month.
Okay.
Depends on you and your roommate.
Okay. Okay. So the average would be 200 RMB per month, but that really depends on what you use in your dormitory. If you use a lot of electricity instruments, that will increase a lot. Okay.
And also, if you just live in a double room, you just can share the electricity fees with your roommate.
Yes.
Using WeChat Pay or Alipay? I guess yes.
Yes, for the Ease Pay Ease.
I guess you can just pay the application fee by WeChat Pay or Alipay. But no, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we suggest that you pay just online by Pay Easy Pay.
Pay Ease. Do you have single rooms as well? Yes, we have. But unfortunately, the single room is only offered for PhD students. For masters, you can only apply for, or you can only get the double room. But I want to say our new accommodation building or department building was put in use in 2019. It's very, very new. All the facility inside of the building are new, so you will have a good experience with this new dormitory. After attending the Chinese classes, can we take the HSK exams? Yes, of course, as long as you want. You can get the highest HSK and master the Chinese and English at the same time. If there is a mistake is my name on the grade, will you accept it or correct? It's under process. Your degree, your previous highest degree need to be the name on your passport, because if it's different, we cannot recognize you. Okay. Acceptance. What was this? How to contact professor for acceptance letter, as email mentioned at NPU website is not replied by professor. No, that's not right information, because last year we required the acceptance letter is the mandatory documents for the applicants. All the applicants admitted to NPU get their acceptance letter. That means professor reply emails. Okay, so that's not right. As long as you write the email to the professors in a red format, as I mentioned in my slides, do polite, do not send mass emails, and do mention your research background and attach your transcript, your publication if you have, and your study plan, and being sincere with your attitude, then they will reply you, because the content you write in your email really matters, really matter. Can we see the dorm? Okay, Daisy will share you the dormitory pictures. Can we share the dormitory pictures?
Yes.
Oh, it's already 6.
Okay, now this slide just shows some pictures about our campus. The left side is Changan Campus. We call it New Campus, and the right one is Youyi Campus. And now we just in Youyi Campus to do this briefing to you.
Yes.
And also this picture is some campuses landscape. And also some swimming pool, the stadium. We have the largest Asian water library. And also this slide show you what the new dorms are. You know, the dorms are well equipped and the facilities are new. And it's this study room.
Yes.
The double room and the bathroom. Okay, that's a picture you want to see. Okay, now let's go on to our question session.
Here.
Oh, yes. See the dorm, and do you provide family accommodation to PhD students?
No, the PhD student, if you bring your family together with you, you probably need to find a off-campus accommodation. But we can give you some advices where to find these dorms and how to find the dorms off-campus, but we didn't provide it on campus. Will you prefer those who, what's that? Will you prefer those who are already in China? It's no difference. It's no difference. So as long as you are qualified and you get admitted, no matter you are in China or outside of China, you are welcome to NPU. Okay. Email us. It's a special case. Email us and we will discuss it with the school and within our office. Okay. Email us your specific questions, and probably you can email us your diploma and your passport, and we can review it and reply you. Yes, HSKK is required, but if you are outside of China and there's no HSKK test location, then you can email us and let us know. Once you get admitted and once you are here in China, you can take that test later when you're here, when the test is available for you. Is HSK a requirement for graduation? Not for I didn't hear about that.
有吗？
哦，但中
但是
国他们已
他们
经有了，
他们入学
入学的时候
的时候就有，
HSK，
所以毕业是没有要求的。
For English teaching medium students, there's no such requirements.
Name of the new campus, Changan Campus.
Yeah, Chang'an. It's one location in Xi'an.
It
It's
is
Chang'an.
古称 old name.
Yeah, it's old
Old
name
name
of
of Xi'an. And
Nest dorms looking organized. Yes, Nest dorms. It's putting in use in 2019. It's really new. Yes, we will publish this video on YouTube, and you can
just follow
later.
our official YouTube account, NPU International College, and we will publish to this video online maybe tomorrow. Yes.
What schools
are located? Oh.
Okay. Every school have their location on new campus and old campus, but for because some professors labs are located in the new campus, so you probably have to do your research on new campus, and that really depends. But for the School of Astronautics and Aeronautics and Marine Science and Technology And mechanical engineering, the most of the professors have their labs on old campus. But for the rest, they probably have their labs on new campus. Study plan. The study plan, I believe Potina gave you some advice, right, during her presentation, how to write a study plan. The study plan needs to be related to your major, and what kind of, you have to be familiar with the major you want to apply, and what you would like to be or to study during your study at NPU for the future 4 or 3 years, like that. Do you have to travel across campus to attend classes? No. If you are settled in new campus, then all your classes will be held on new campus. If you are settled on old campus, then all your classes should be on old campus. So you don't have to travel
across
back and forth on one day to have all your classes. Also, we have shuttle bus on daily basis, and you can take the shuttle bus on new campus and old campus very easily. Due to the religion differences, can students live in a room with their same religion? Of course, we will arrange that with the same religion. We respect every religion. I think that's it for today. We are almost 20 minutes late, past the arranged time. And thank you so much for you all to attend today's briefing. And we will share our video on YouTube channel tomorrow or the day after once it's ready. And if you have any questions, at our official WeChat account, study@NPU. Study, STUDYAT NPU, and that's our WeChat official account at this, or email us. Our email address is internationalcollege@nwpu.edu.cn. Email us with your questions, and we will reply you every day on working day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So that's our working time. We will reply you every day. If you email us, your questions should be answered within one day. Thank you so much. And Daisy is typing our official email address to you and our WeChat account. So you can add our WeChat account and email us with this email address. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And by the way, that we have another briefing tomorrow for undergraduate student and Chinese language program. So if you just interested in Chinese program, or you have friends, relatives who want to study at NPU for a bachelor degree, okay, they can just attend our tomorrow's briefing.
Yeah, and for the Chinese language programs, you can also get a lot of useful idea and information tomorrow. For bachelor degree and for any other questions, you can ask tomorrow because we don't have time. We ran out of time today. You can ask us tomorrow. And we will send you all the
required documents
we have showed to you during today's session. And you can also download them through our official website, but we will send you here. You will be able to review it now, okay?
Just wait a second. I will just show.
We're sending it. Just save it for your future use, okay?
Information about supervisor major.
Yeah, and specific requirements from different, from some schools. We have shared 5 documents with you. Just download them and review it. And for the newest brochure for postgraduate students, you can go to our official website to review the details. Thank you. That's it for today. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.